Hey Sean, how's it going today?
Hey Steve, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Hey, so thank you for being willing to participate in this little exercise here today. It should be fairly straightforward. There's just two tasks that I need you to complete, and then we're going to kind of put it all together at the end. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. This first task, what I want you to do is turn to the left and count from 1 to 26 at a quick and consistent pace.
Okay.
And I'm going to be timing you.
All right. Let me know when to begin.
Okay, ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26.
Okay, so that took you 10.86 seconds. So I'm going to call that 11.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is incredibly difficult, it didn't feel good, and 5 is incredibly easy, it felt great, how would you rate your subjective well-being related to that task?
I will say I'll rate it a 4.
4, you got it. When I was listening for any quality problems, and you did it quite well. So the only feedback I had for you is when you got to 20, you kind of dropped the 20s and started counting single digits. When you do it next time, say the whole word, but I'll give you a 4 out of 5 in terms of quality.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, so this next task, I'm going to have you turn to the right side and say the alphabet from A to Z.
Okay.
All right, ready, set, go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Amazing. So that was 10.22 seconds. So we'll call it 10,
Okay.
which means when we put those two tasks together, it was 21 seconds. And on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being it was difficult, you didn't like it, 5 being it was easy, you liked it a lot, what would you give that?
I'll go with the 4 again.
All right. This time you did it perfectly. So I'm going to give you a 5 in terms of quality.
Thank you.
Okay. One last task here. What I'd like you to do is to swap back and forth between task 1 and task 2 such that you are turned to the left and say 1, turn to the right and say A, to the left and say 2, to the right and say B.
Okay.
Again, ready?
I believe so. Give me one moment here. Just lengthen my headphone cord. Okay. Let's see
Okay,
what happens.
ready, set, go.
1, A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5, E, 6, F, 7, G, 8, H, 9, I, 10, J, 11, K, 12, L, 13, M, 14, N, 15, O, 16, P, 17, Q, 18, R, 19, S, 20, T, 21, U, 22, V, 23, W, 24, X, 25, Y, 26, Z, and now I'm a bit dizzy.
Cool. So that was 56.79 seconds. So we're going to call that 57. And 1 to 5, how did that make you feel?
That was very difficult, so I'm going to give it the highest difficulty rating.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Cool. So a couple points of feedback. One is you weren't turning all the way to the left or to the right like you were the first time. You're kind of shortchanging it a little bit. So
Ah,
I kind of drop that to maybe a 4. And then there were a couple points of hesitation, so that the consistency of the pace wasn't quite as good. So I'm gonna take another point there and call it a 3.
okay.
But you did work very hard, and for that I appreciate it. Cool. So now let's look at things from a result standpoint. When you counted from 1 to 26, it took 11 seconds, from A to Z, 10 seconds. So the combination of those two tasks together is 21 seconds. But when you switch back and forth, the combined time was 57 seconds. So the cost of that switching back and forth was 36 seconds, which is a 171% increase. If we look at your performance in terms of your well-being, you can see that it took a little bit of a dive here when you were switching between the two, and then the quality of your performance also took a little bit of a hit. So really, the key takeaways here are that even though this was a very controlled interruption, you knew what to expect and that it was coming. It still had quite an impact on the amount of time it took, how you felt about it, and the quality of your work. The real world is much more random, but these interruptions do have a significant cost.
I can see that. Yeah. That's kind of surprising.
Well, thanks for engaging in the experiment. I'm going to make this tool available for others to use and facilitate and teach this same lesson in an attempt that we might create more even and humane working conditions for people doing work, and resulting in better quality for customers, and of course, amazing impacts for business.
A noble cause. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sean.